Vince McMahon called you his protege. You came in here. You started kicking ass quickly. You had this like kind of like meteoric rise. You were on par to be the next guy. Money in the Bank winner, wrestled John Cena, beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Talk to me about coming into the WWE and being thrown into the deep end at such a young age.
So I remember my time in NXT, and it was like kind of just, I felt like I was there, you know? And then something started to work when I was in the group The Way. I just started being, you know, like showing more of my humor and being more funny, you know, showing that. And then I feel like that's kind of the tip of it for me in NXT. And then when I got to the main roster, I didn't even kind of realize like Vince was like pushing me and behind me until like, I remember when I won the US title and I became the youngest US champ. But at the end of that match, Vince wanted all the heels to come out, hold me up in the ring. And then as I left the ring, he came out at the end on the stage and held my arm. And I think in that moment, I was like, whoa, like something's going on here.
Yeah.
Like we're going places,
Yep.
you know? But yeah, I feel like I always knew like I would do great things here, but just not the detail of them, you know? I mean, it's been a crazy ride, you know?
It's been nuts.
But I guess like anything in life, you know, you have the ups and the downs. And I really feel like kind of coming down a little bit and just kind of reflecting and figuring out like, where can I be better? What could I do? Okay, maybe I need to switch the character and I need to do something else. And just, I think that's just always a thing you're trying to, you know, be fresher on because we're on TV every week. So it's like trying to give somebody something different all the time. But yeah, that was that time period specifically. I believe that was between like the end of 2021 and then 2023. But crazy.
Do you feel like you got robbed when you didn't secure the Money in the Bank cash in?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. I will say like I'm going to go and run the play always, you know, if we really need it to be this way. I think for me, I just felt like, you know, even with the moment I had with Roman, I believe it was at maybe Barclays Center, and he hit me with the, your daddy's not here anymore. In that moment, I wanted to say the same thing to him, you know, because in a way, it's like he was a Vince guy as well, you know? Not in a way, he was. But I felt like, yeah, just there could have been a moment, like I knew like I wasn't going to get the title off Roman, but even just building it to seem like, oh, here we go. And then, you know, I could lose to him, whatever, you know, but like just give it more of a payoff because it felt cool, man. Like I did a lot of cool things with it. And I still think it's funny how like I have it in my office hanging and it's real dented. And I love when people see it and they're like, bro, you murdered people with that, huh? I'm like, no, Brock Lesnar murdered me with it. And it sucked. Crazy.
You brought up before that John Cena was a big inspiration for you growing up, or maybe like the inspiration. What was it like? Walk us through what it was like defeating John Cena at WrestleMania 39.
Man, that whole process was crazy. Like even the promo, like talking to him. I even went down to his gym and we had dinner and we were talking and everything. And I just remember him telling me, he's like, you're not a bad guy. Like, I want you to be you. And I remember just being so confused because I was like, man, I'm like this like obnoxious, over the top, cocky heel. And he's like, I feel like that's not going to last too long. Like, you got to be yourself. And I was like, how do I do this? Like, you know, like I'm a bad guy. And I even remember him telling me it was after that match at Mania. And that match, like to me, I have a picture as a kid holding my little brother and I had a cardboard cutout of Cena in my room. Amazing. And that was always my dude. So like, just having that match with him and like how like awesome he was through the whole experience. Yeah, that'll just stay with me forever. And something cool too, like my grandfather's always taken the father figure role for me. And when I was a kid, he told me, because he knew I always wanted to be a wrestler, he's like, all I ask from you is when you face John Cena, that I get a hot dog and a Coke in the crowd when that happens. And I told my girl that day and she brought it to him. And like,
God,
crazy moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, after the match, I remember Cena telling me, he was like, hey, I went and talked to Vince and I told him, you're not a bad guy. So hopefully that helps you become a good guy. And I was like, let's see. And then I'm
Look
just
at you. You're still a bad guy, bro.
I'm a bad guy.
Your Cena impression is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's just,
incredible.
dude,
Incredible person.
he's like a high advanced computer on another level. Like
Yeah, he
just
really is. Hey there, Impulsive viewer. If you like that clip, check out another one just somewhere around this video screen.